Welcome again to Cars, Golf, and Cigars. My name is Kadon A. Sterling. I thank y'all so much for being here with me today. We're going to have a cigar conversation today, right? We're just going to sit here and we're going to talk because something came to my mind. I got a couple of comments from some people, but I want to talk about the sweet science of car depreciation. The appreciation for depreciation. All right, stay right there. We're going to be right back. And welcome back. Have a seat. Sit down for a second. Take a load off. We gonna talk. I'm not gonna try to keep y'all too long, but we gonna talk. First of all, let's handle the business. Hit the subscribe button, people. Hit the like button, people. Hit all the damn buttons, people. I might put that on a t-shirt. Hit all the damn buttons, okay? There's also a donation button down there if you like the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, hey, I appreciate you. Whatever it is, I have no control over that, but I appreciate anything because nobody has to do anything for nobody. So it could be $1, it could be $2, it could be whatever. But either way, it helps me bring you more content. Don't forget, go to Etsy.com. Right there, pick up one of these, United States Hustler. You go to Etsy.com and you put in the search bar, Mogul Mindset. One word, put it all together. Mogul Mindset. And all the apparel that I design for the entrepreneur-minded, for the business-minded, is there. You're seen before you were heard. You were seen before you were heard, so represent yourself correctly. All right? Now let's get into this. The science of the automotive depreciation. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because there is a science to this, okay? I had somebody, not just one person, but I've had a few people come to me and basically say, why are all your cars old? You got a lot of cars, but all your cars are old. And somebody even said one time, why are you discussing hypercars and supercars if you don't have one? I said, wow, okay. The same way I tell people all the time, I am not a tobacconist. I am a cigar enthusiast. Okay, there's a difference. That means I have a love and a respect for the culture, the brothers of the leaf, the sisters of the leaf, but I didn't go anywhere to study it, to tell you why this tobacco. I wasn't in Cuba mixing the soil to get this leaf, to get that. I can just tell you what my palate tells me. Same thing with the cars. I am a car enthusiast. I am a car collector. I like cars. I have always loved and liked cars and appreciated cars my whole entire life. And I will always like cars. That's what I like. Cars, golf, and cigars. Therefore, I do my best and my due diligence to study what I like. So when I have a conversation, I have something to contribute to the conversation about what I like with like-minded people who like what I like. But let's get into older cars. Okay, give you a little background. I don't want to keep you too long. I've always had cars since I was 19 years old. Bought my first car, brand new, off the showroom floor. I was so excited. I was so young, so naive, I had no direction. All I had was money. And I saw something shiny in the window going around like this and going around like that. I just got my license on a Monday. On that Friday, I bought that car. I was staring out the window. I was on 54th Street. 54th Street and 11th Avenue at the Ford dealership. My first car was a Ford Escort GT. I don't know what year that was, but it was brand new. Metallic green with metallic green rims and all kind of stuff in a Benzie box. You couldn't, oh my God, I thought I was killing it. Oh, I was killing it. Oh, I love that car. Okay, until I didn't love the car no more. Now, let me speed up many, many years because I'm not going to go over every car. The bottom line is this. I have securely graduated myself away from the car note epidemic. Meaning basically this. The best car I like driving is a car that's paid off. At this stage in my life, the best car for me is the one that's paid off. I don't care about nothing else. And I love all kind of cars. I still want to have all kind of cars. I'd rather pay to maintain my cars than pay monthly to a system financially that's just going to kill me on interest. I'm upside down on the vehicle until I'm not. And then when you want to trade it in, the car's not worth anything because a lot of cars depreciate. People understand something. I don't care how shiny and new it is. When you take it off the lot, it is not the value that they sold it to you for. Let's just talk common sense. If you spend $50,000 at the dealership, by the time you go to Chick-fil-A and get you a number one, the car's not 50 grand no more. You could turn that car right back around and drive it back to the dealership. They're going to give you 43. It just financially at this stage for me, it just makes no sense to be involved in car notes anymore. And the cars that I want are the cars that I want to keep for a very long time. So that's why I add them to a collection of cars, because these are not cars I'm looking to get out of. I'm not looking to flip them. I'm not looking to, well, I'm just going to use this for the summer because it's hot right now. And then after the summer, I'm out of here. No, it's not like that. Stay right there. I'm going to show y'all some things. And I'll be right back. Yay. We are back. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of cars. I probably had about 43 cars so far since I've been driving. Okay? Maybe more. Maybe there's a couple that I forgot. I'm trying to tell you. But either way, the sweet science of depreciation basically means the same car that I may look at and say, I want to buy this car. The MSRP on it is crazy. Whatever your loan is for the car depends on your credit. You don't know what it's going to be unless it's a 0.3 or 2 point this or 3 point that. As soon as it gets past 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're paying a hell of an interest rate on this vehicle. And there are people out there paying 17% APRs for car loans. You will never pay the car off. And if you do, you pay the car off 3 times. That doesn't work for me anymore. The car has to work for me. So I buy cars that, number one, is I can utilize them for what I need them for. And number two, what they mean to me. How much fun and enjoyment do I get from driving one of my cars? Because driving is therapeutic to me. Driving is part of who I am. It's part of my DNA. So I like to drive. But I like to drive what I want to drive. And I'm telling you, I've been on both spectrums of it. I've had big, very, very big, expensive vehicles. I've had cars that I paid $1,000 for. I just did an episode on this truck. And I told y'all the gospel. I gave y'all the transparency. I paid $775 for this truck. Let me smoke my damn cigar. What y'all think about that? Some people paying $775 a month and they ain't got no truck. Okay? That's true. I know people that spend $1,400 on a car note. I know people that spend that because they can. And there's nothing wrong with that if you can, if that's part of your budget. But that's no longer where I live. I don't live in those no, I'm not doing that. I'm not stressing myself out about a car. So I want the depreciation. I appreciate the science of the depreciation. The best car, listen, for somebody else who's watching this and they really want to learn something, okay? Depending on where you at financially in your life, find the car or even a home. Find the one that's already been worked on completely, totally, and has all the add-ons that you've been looking for that was repossessed. You ain't got to do nothing to it. Whoever had it before you already spent all the money on it. They're the ones who took the hit. I love a used car. Love a used car way more than a new car. Is nice because it's new and you can be the first one to say I drove it. I've done all that. I've lived all that. I've sat there and watched them pull my cars off the truck and just give me the keys and give me a tutorial on how to drive it. I've done all that. I just didn't record all that. I wasn't doing YouTube at the time. So I know that feeling. But it ain't no feeling like knowing you got a deal. And yes, sometimes you take a risk when you buy certain vehicles because you might have to it all depends on who you are and how you feel about the car game. Some people love a project. Some people can't do projects. They can't, and that's okay. I don't mind a project. I'm not saying I love a project. I'm saying I don't mind a project if the deal is right. So the sweet science of depreciation helps me appreciate a vehicle even more. Even more. Think about it. All these people out there went crazy for the Tesla truck, right? They was going crazy for the Tesla truck 2 years before the Tesla truck even hit the streets. And that was great marketing by Tesla. Great marketing. Drive people crazy. Get them wanting your product like crack. You didn't even give them nothing yet. You just giving them a commercial. They went crazy for it. Now, when you go crazy for a product, what happens? The demand. When you have a high demand for a product, what happens? The prices go high. Okay? So people was getting allocations and selling their allocations and making $25,000 and didn't even buy the truck. I got the allocation for a Tesla truck. You know you on the waiting list for 2 years and mine is coming up in 6 months. You can buy mine off of me. Give me $25,000 on top of what I already gave them, and I'm gonna give you my allocation so the car goes to you. Quick 25. A lot of people I know did that. They were smart, because guess what? When the truck came out, a year into the truck being out, what happened? It ain't $150,000 no more. It ain't this. They were sitting at dealerships. There was Tesla trucks sitting at dealerships. Now all of a sudden they marked down to 90. Look at all the people who bought it for $150, and you had it for a year, and you take a $30,000 to $40,000 hit on depreciation. And then somebody like myself will come in and be like, "I'll take it for 87." With the 8,000 miles on it. You know what I'm saying? So the science of depreciation for the auto market is amazing, and you got to learn how to move around that. You got to learn how to let that work for you. It all depends on where you at and what stage you in your life. For myself, I know for a fact I'm done with huge, crazy expensive cars, unless something beautifully financially happens to me when I can say, well, I'll drop $500,000 on that Rolls Royce. Certain cars you want to buy simply because you know they won't lose value. Every car does not depreciate the same way. You know, a McLaren P1 is never going to depreciate. It is what it is. you know. But let's be honest, everybody don't have those cars. So if you have a Mercedes, a BMW, this, that, and the third, I don't care what you spent on it. A month after you spent that on that vehicle, that car is no longer the same value, even if it looks the same. Even if you've only put maybe 100 extra miles on the car or 150 extra miles on the car, it's not the same value, even though it's the same car. It's the same emotional value to you, but it's not the same financial value business-wise. Someone's going to take a hit on it. Believe that. Why do you think they immediately drop prices after 45 to 60 days of a vehicle being on the lot? The science of depreciation for cars. Stay right there. I'm not done. I'm saying, let's think about it for a second. Let's think about it. If you've never been upside down in a car, man, hey, I have. Anybody with a car note, as soon as you get your car, you're upside down in the vehicle, which basically means you owe more than the car's worth immediately after you bought the car. Immediately. I don't care how you look at it when you go into it financially. You're gonna owe more because of that interest rate than the car's worth. And then I'm gonna give you my perfect example, because I tell y'all what it is on Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I bought a 2015 428. It's on the channel. Go look at it. It's on the channel. Paying for the car for 5 years, 4 or 5 years. And I'm telling y'all what happened. All this money I spent 30-something thousand on this car, right? I went to go do a deal on the car. They told me they'd give me $3,000. $3,000. $3,000 for a car that I had already put $30,000 worth of car notes in. $3,000. They told me that's all I could get for it. Okay? Exactly. See, whoever buy the car after me, they will be the ones to benefit from the depreciation, because they don't have to put $30,000 worth of car notes into it, because now the car value is so low. Even though it's a nice car, street value, retail value and street value is two different things. So, but they will be the one to benefit from all the money I put into it. Same thing when I bought a brand new Camaro. Yeah, I bought a brand new Camaro off the truck. You know how much a 2013 Camaro go for right now? Unless you got an SSV8. Shorts. You know how much they were selling it for back then? Close to 30. So for me, I'm telling y'all, I have reprioritized how I do when it comes to financial commitments, when it comes to cars. I don't have an issue with buying an older vehicle. A lot of people are scared of older vehicles, and they shouldn't be, but a lot of people are scared of older vehicles because I came up in a system where if the car had over 60, 70,000 miles, we turned our nose up to it like, oh no, oh no, oh no. We're not doing that. That was like bragging rights to say that your car had 12,000 miles. It only got 12,000 miles. We are trained through society to be consumers and to really spend our money without using our intelligence. And we're all guilty of it. I'll raise my hand, absolutely. Until you get to a point in your life where you say to yourself, okay, if I'm going to be a consumer, I'm going to be an intelligent consumer. Okay? I'm not going to be the consumer that's constantly on the rat wheel, going around and around and around, chasing status, chasing validation, chasing looks and likes from people. I'm not going to be that person. I'm going to be the person where if I spend this money, some kind of way I got to feel like I've invested that money. And even when it comes to cars, some cars you're going to spend money on. Some cars you're going to invest money. You can learn more about that on my other YouTube channel, Mogul Talk 1-on-1, right here on YouTube. Okay? Go over there, hit the subscribe button. You won't be doing yourself nothing but an injustice if you don't. But stay on topic. That's really why I talk about what I could talk about now, because I've experienced both sides of it. I've experienced the side of appreciation of buying a vehicle and having it be worth more than what I paid for it. My 1994 300ZX. It's definitely more than what I paid for it. I bought that car for about $1,200, almost 10 years ago. I can sell that car today for 15 grand. My 1998 740iL BMW. Absolutely. Once that car is completely finished and being restored, that's a $20,000 car all day somewhere. 18 if I'm feeling gracious. You got to know what you have. And I didn't spend that much on that car. So those cars have appreciated in time. Certain cars will appreciate in time. A lot of cars won't. You know, I'm not worried about my Navigator appreciating over time because I got it for such a low price. It doesn't make me no matter. It does not hurt me. I have already made my money back on this truck. Already. I put over 5,000 miles on this truck and I haven't had it 5 months. So therefore, it's already paid me back my $775. That's the difference of the science of depreciation and appreciating the depreciation. Because there are people that are waiting for cars to depreciate before they go shop. I'm one of them. There's a lot of cars I like, 2024s, 2025s. Are they financially smart to buy at this point? No, because then I'll be hustling for the car. The car, I can't hustle for the car. I gotta be able to pay for the car. I'm not hustling anymore to pay car notes. So I hope that answers that question. You know what I'm saying? For people that say, well, all your cars are old. Like you can't go out there and go buy a new car. Of course I can. The bottom line is I choose to put myself in a situation that's going to put me in a better situation years from now. I'm not about, at this point in time, hustling for car notes. If I gotta hustle for something, it's gonna be to pay land off. It's gonna be able to pay homes off. It's gonna be able to pay property off. It's not gonna be to pay cars off. If I like a car, I wanna be able to put myself in a position to go to Barrett Jackson and say, lot number 2829. When that come across the dock, I want that one. Okay, that one is gonna run you somewhere. Be prepared, it's gonna run you between 40 and 60,000. It depends on who else wants it. But I wanna be in that position to go, I'm gonna buy that. For two reasons. Number one, either I really, really like it and I want it in my garage. Or number two, I know somebody else who wants to buy it off of me for whatever I paid for it and make 10 grand. I spend 60 to make 70. If I can get 10 off, I get my money back in 10, I'm with it all day. But I can't spend 70 or 80 anymore and have it go down to the fact that it's only worth 12 or 15 6 years later. Can't do that. Nah. Now, I appreciate the science of depreciation when it comes to cars. I really do. So don't be scared of an older car. Be scared of the maintenance of it if it haven't been maintained. Okay? That's what you'd be nervous about. But if you do your due diligence and you know what to look for, don't let miles scare you either. Understand why you're buying it. And as long as it coincides in what you need it for, then it's worth the price, because it's going to give you everything back. It's going to give you everything back, and there is no other feeling. I don't care. You can leave the comments below. I want to hear what you're saying. I want to hear how you feel. But there is no other feeling than knowing that things that you own, you actually own. It's paid for. Nobody can send you a letter. Nobody can call your phone. Nobody can harass you with 800 numbers. I like titles and deeds. at this point in my life. Titles and deeds. That's what I like. My name is Kadane Sterling. I thank y'all so much for being here with me. All right. This is Cause. This is Golf. And this is Absolutely Cigars. I'll see y'all on the next one.